Well, coming up on today's show, we are in Toledo, and we are at the famous Toledo Zoo as well as Hollywood Casino and a lot of great spots. If you're coming to the Toledo area, we have the best that you're going to see here in the city. Stay with us. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Well, the source for what's going on in Toledo is Destination Toledo Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we stopped by to find out what new is here in the Toledo area from Kathy Miller. Always something going on here, and you guys have got so much going on in Toledo, so give our viewers a preview of some of the things they're going to find here.
Well, we're really excited about our new downtown outdoor refreshment area. It just kicked off on June 15th, and there's 24 participants, including restaurants, bars, and some venues around the Warehouse District downtown. You can go into a restaurant and you can come out with an alcoholic beverage and mill around and check things out. And we're really excited about it. I think it's going to add a lot to downtown Toledo, to the interest in coming here, to Hensville, which is our new entertainment district. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
And they call that Dora?
Yes, it's Dora, Downtown Outdoor Refreshment Area. It's actually our second one. Uptown Toledo, which is between downtown and the Old West End, they also have one too. That's the hipster area, lots of art galleries and live music and a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like a nice addition. I know the Warehouse District's very popular here. So what else is new?
Well, the Toledo Museum of Art has an awesome exhibition that's opening on July 8th. It's called The Berlin Painter and His World. The interesting thing about this exhibit is that actual artist is unknown. He's an anonymous artist. So all of his work is known as the Berlin Painter's work. And he does unique painting on vases and statuettes. So it's really going to be an interesting, fun exhibit, and it runs through October 1st.
Yeah. And you got a golf event coming up, right?
We do. It's the Marathon Classic. It kicks off on July 17th through the 23rd, and it's a week-long fun festivities, pro-am golf outings. There's tons of kids activities, and there's business networking events. There's lots of deals and discounts, so you want to go on to the website, the Marathon Classic website, and check out for great information and deals for that.
Yeah. What's going on at the Imagination Station now?
Imagination Station has a limited exhibition right now. Dinosaurs from around the world. They have 13 actual life-size dinosaurs, including the T-Rex. So this exhibition, we're hoping it runs through the end of the year, and it's really exciting, and I think the kids are going to love it. The National Museum of the Great Lakes, it is a hidden gem in Toledo. If you have not been there, you will be amazed at all the memorabilia that they have, the photographs, the hands-on exhibitions. My favorite area is the shipwreck area. I love it because I just am fascinated by the history of shipping throughout the years and all those men and that have lost their lives and just doing their day-to-day jobs. And it's really amazing to me that there's so many unknown shipwrecks out there, but it's fascinating to see.
Always a lot to see and do here in Toledo. Give us some contact information where we can learn more from Destination Toledo.
Well, you want to visit Toledo.org. Actually, keep in mind that our new website kicks off in September, and we're really going to really blow people away with how cutting edge that website will be. Also, you can contact us at 1-800-243-4667.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus.
Well, the Hollywood Casino is a great place, and we visited the one in Toledo. And boy, I'll tell you, talk about a great lineup of entertainment here, including bands like Marshall Tucker Band and El DeBarge. It's going to be a great season here at the Hollywood Casino Toledo, as well as the great food and promotions that they have. We had an opportunity to talk to Jen and learn more. Obviously, we all love Hollywood Casino in the Columbus area, but this is a great getaway to come up to Toledo and visit here. Let's talk about some of the things that you have going on here.
So we like to focus on our entertainment. Right now we have our Hollywood All-In Summer Concert Series in full swing. Just had Brett Young this past Sunday. Amazing show, amazing crowd. Some of the acts that we have coming up are the Marshall Tucker Band. We have El DeBarge and Phil Vassar in the end of July. And then we also have Lone Star coming in September.
Yeah, some big names.
Yes, very. We're excited about it.
What's really exciting about the Hollywood Casino is the fact that they do promotions constantly, and it's certainly no different here, is it?
Right. So we have a promotion on almost every single day of the week. For giveaways, we like to focus on giving away some of the more higher interest items. We go from giving away 5 trucks in one day to giving away lawnmowers or Echo Towers, or one of our focuses right now for July and August is called Hot Summer Cool Things, where we are giving away some of summer's hottest electronic devices.
Wow, that sounds great. The other thing that you really have to appreciate about the Hollywood chain is the amazing food. And you guys have some great food and beverage here. And let's talk a little bit about that.
Right. So it might be a little biased, but we have 4 different venues for our guests. One is Take 2 Grill. It's a little bit more faster service, sit down, great burgers, sandwiches, and amazing desserts that we all make in-house. We also have Scene, which is our sports bar. 40 TVs all on the outside of the wall. Amazing for catching the latest news, updates, games, and it's in the center of the casino, so you don't miss out on any of the action going on.
Final Cut Steakhouse. Talk about that. I love that place.
It is. It's amazing. So Final Cut is our steak and seafood venue. One of the top restaurants in the area. We just got a new chef, Chef David. So some of his new dishes that are coming out are amazing. It's a great, great restaurant.
And of course, you got the buffet here, right?
Yes, a big buffet. Limitless options every single day of the week. We kind of try to change it up a little bit to have different options and different entrees. Our special right now through September is ribs and beer, where you can have limitless award-winning ribs and an ice cold beer on the side.
Oh, man, that sounds fantastic. It's one of the things. There's something always fun going on at Hollywood Casino, and to visit Hollywood Casino Toledo is a great weekend or a great week, right?
Yes, you definitely shouldn't miss out.
One of the things I was really surprised, and I asked you off camera, I kind of looked up at the billboard and saw all concerts are free.
Yes, so all free admission. We changed things up a little bit since last year. We've rebranded our concert series into the All-In Summer Concert Series. So all shows are now indoors and they're all free admission.
Yeah, well, that sounds great. And you got some great tribute groups coming, right?
Yes, so we do have Shania Twain, who is a Shania Twain impersonator, identical, sounds just like her. And we actually had an additional show just because of the high interest that we saw. Some of the acts that are coming up, we have Seven Bridges, which is an Eagles tribute band. And then we also have Rumors, which is a Fleetwood Mac tribute.
Yeah. Know those guys, and they do a great job. So a lot of good entertainment coming up here. Give us some contact information, how we can come up and visit the Hollywood Casino and see some of the great acts that you have.
Right, so you can see all of our food promotions and entertainment information on www.hollywoodcasinotoledo.com, and then you can also contact the main line.
Well, right on the limits of Toledo is Rossford. What a great place. We've continued to see a lot of growth here, and this year they got a couple great events that you're going to want to pay attention to. One of them is a Chautauqua and a River Fest. We talked to Beth Jensen from Rossford CVV, and she told us more. Well, Beth, good to have you and Rossford CVV back on the show. You guys always have something going on. It's always growing, expanding here. So you're hosting a Chautauqua now, right?
That's right. We've actually done the Ohio Humanities Chautauqua that goes throughout the state every summer in 2013 and 2016. And this year we're trying our own local Chautauqua. It's also being funded by Ohio Humanities in a grant to do a school at Owens Community College for potential scholars for Chautauqua.
And you're going to combine that with another event that's pretty popular, right?
Yeah, Riverfest here in Rossford is popular. It's a popular event that's been around for many, many years here in Rossford, and that will take place on Saturday during the event. The whole event starts It's July 19th through the 23rd, with Saturday being the Riverfest event.
Now, what can people expect for the Riverfest event?
First of all, let me just tell you a little bit about the Chautauqua.
Okay.
Each night for the Chautauqua, starting at 6 p.m., we have music under a tent. We've got a giant red and white striped tent down here at Veterans Memorial Park at the Marina. You come down, it's all free. You come down, we'll have food trucks, lots of great food trucks from the area. Get something to eat, go under the tent, listen to some music. At 7 p.m., we'll have a scholar go on. And our theme this year is Seeds of Change, America in the Early 20th Century. So people can expect to see characters such as Margaret Mitchell, who wrote Gone with the Wind, John Barrymore, Amelia Earhart. Henry Ford is our presenter on Saturday night, and after his presentation, a band will start playing. The beer tent's open. We have fireworks at 10 p.m. We have a firework cruise that you can take on the river. So lots of great stuff going on. And then Sunday, the last day, is a family day. We're going to have family workshops starting at noon, hands-on stuff with the kids, and then we have local theater people that are high school students, and they're going to perform local characters from the Toledo area at 2 o'clock, and then at 4 o'clock we have our final performance, Nikola Tesla, who worked at the time of Edison on electricity.
So then what's Riverfest offer then?
Well, the Riverfest is actually the fireworks, the beer tent, the band. We'll have inflatables for the kids, games, and things like that, and that all goes on Saturday night with a little bit of the inflatables and things carrying over to Sunday for the kids.
You have a couple big events every year here in Rossford, right?
Right. We just started, of course, we've done the Chautauqua for a few years, but this year we started working with Bass Pro Shops to do a Rossford Walleye Roundup, which is a walleye fishing tournament that's held in April. It's great because it's maybe the only tournament that pays out. We pay out 100% of all the entry fees, and actually we added to the pot this year, so our fishermen won great. They got all kinds of great booty from Bass Pro to add on to that, and so that's taking place in April next year, and we do have a website for that, which is RossfordWalleyeRoundup.com, and you can enter at any time. It's ready to go.
Well, give us some contact information for how we can find out more about Rossford. Come and visit you.
Well, if you want to find out more about this event, just go to RossfordOhioEvents.com. You can see the whole schedule of events on there. You can actually get some hotel deals on our hotel page on there, and you can sign up for the riverboat cruise. On Saturday, we're actually having a tour at the Toledo Museum of Art and the mansions of Ford Libby Mansions in Toledo, which is kind of a really unique opportunity. The Ford Mansion has not been viewed. It's just in the process of being restored, and it has not had public tour so far. So
well, it sounds like a great time. Beth, thanks so much for being back on the show.
For coming.
If it's happening in Central Ohio, you can find it on our events page. ONAColumbus.com will give you detailed information on everything: arts, entertainment, education, sports, theater, and more. Go to ONAColumbus.com and click on ONA Events.
Well, everything from great fishing to great activities is what you're going to find here at Toledo Beach Marina. A great place to spend a week or a weekend. You got to check this out. We had an opportunity to talk to Amy and learn more. Well, Amy, good to have you and Toledo Beach Marina back on the show.
Yes, I'm excited to be back on the show.
Of course, I love coming here because I'm a big boat fan. I'm a big boater and I love all that stuff. So let's talk a little bit about what makes Toledo Beach Marina so unique.
So Toledo Beach is unique because it's a destination. So you can come here and spend the whole weekend and not have to leave. We have the bar and restaurant here. We have a deli that has sundries and beer, wine, liquor. She makes sandwiches there. There's a playscape and a pool for the kids. So you can be here and not have to go anywhere else.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Well, let's talk a little bit about the amenities because I know you definitely got them here.
Yes. So the pool, we've gotten some new pool furniture and done some work over there, some painting and pool refinishing. There's a playscape, a kayak launch. The deli is an amenity. There's not really a beach per se, but there is a beach area and there's barbecues and picnic tables out there. And then the bar and restaurant.
Well, of course, everybody loves to come up to the Great Lakes and go fishing.
Yes.
And so what about fishing here?
So fishing's been very good. I myself was out this past weekend. The walleye are very close, so you don't have to go too far out. There's a lot of perch, actually. Everybody's out perch fishing already. A little early for that, but we've had some interesting weather this year, so I guess the fish like it. And one of the advantages is if you come in and you go fishing, we have one of the largest charter fleets in the western basin of Lake Erie. So you can come in, go fishing with the guys, they'll clean your fish, and you come up to the restaurant and have lunch.
And maybe a beer or two.
And maybe a beer or two.
Fantastic. Well, how do we send people your way up here to Toledo Beach Marina?
So we are located at exit 9 off of I-75, just inside of Michigan. And we also have the website is an easy way to find us, which is toledobeach.com.
You want to say, Amy, you welcome all Buckeye fans, right?
We do have quite a few Buckeye fans here. There's a lot of Ohio plates floating through the marina. So, we handle it.
Fantastic. Well, Amy, thanks so much for being on the show again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, we stopped by the Toledo Zoo, and what a great exhibit, the African exhibit. We saw that. We looked at the giraffes, fed them. There's always something new and exciting here at the Toledo Zoo. We had an opportunity to talk to Adam, and he told us more on what's changed since we were here last. Well, Adam, good to have you and the Toledo Zoo back on the show.
Hey, thank you very much for coming.
This is an amazing zoo, and I've been here a couple times. Really enjoyed the experience here, and you guys have some very unique things. Let's talk about the exhibit right now. This is where you can actually feed giraffes, right?
Yeah. Tower Ridge is, I think it's in its second season of running out here where we can feed our giraffes, see the African exhibit.
Yeah. And the African exhibit behind us, how do you get to experience this? How does this all work?
Yeah, it's a great experience just because it's one of the unique places in the zoo where you see a lot of different animals interacting with each other. Usually in an exhibit, you've got a species, maybe 2 or 3. But as you can see behind us, we've got our giraffes, we've got gazelle, we've got Watusi cattle, impala, quite a few different things, all interacting out here. So you can experience by just looking over our overlook deck, but the best place is out here feeding the giraffe on Tower Ridge, or as you can see behind us, 30 feet above on our Expedition Africa aerial adventure course.
Yeah. Does people really enjoy that zip line?
It is a fantastic zip line. Goes 763 feet across the exhibit, so you are zipping right past giraffes, zebras. No place around can you have that experience.
Yeah. Well, what has changed since we were here last year?
Yeah, this year on Expedition Africa, the adventure course, we did add an 80-foot free fall. So that is definitely for the adrenaline junkies, I suppose. Those are really looking for a good thrill, or our return guests who are coming back and looking for something new. So you go out there off our 80-foot tower, you get about 30, 40 feet of free fall before it catches you and then lowers you gently to the ground.
I noticed now you have a train that goes through the African exhibit. Mm-hmm. How does that work? I mean, are you up close and personal with the animals, or how does it work?
Yeah, the train goes around the entire exhibit, actually goes under a fair amount of the adventure course as well. Neat way to see people up there on the adventure course. Goes through, the narrators are going to give you a lot of great information as you go through. So neat exhibit. Good to just get on a train. A lot of the young kids love just getting on the train, hearing the whistle, as well as getting that educational component.
Yeah. Now you said you'd move some animals over there you can actually see from the train now?
Yeah, the first thing you're going to go past is the cheetahs. Same thing with the adventure course. First thing you're going over is the cheetahs. So we always let people know nothing in your pockets when you're going up there. It falls in the cheetah pit. There's not a good way to get it back out. So you're going to see those first, and then you get into the Africa exhibit.
How's the aquarium? I visited that a while back, and that is just phenomenal.
Right. I mean, you go to a lot of aquariums, and it is just an aquarium, and they're pricey to get into. Here you're getting that included with admission, and it ranks up there with a lot of the other aquariums that are our standalone aquariums.
Yeah, no question. Well, Adam, give us some contact information, because I know folks, even though we have the Columbus Zoo, it's always great to come up here and visit the Toledo Zoo.
Yeah, make a trip out of it. Come on up. We definitely have enough to keep you busy all day. So look us up online, toledozoo.org, or give us a call.
Okay. Fantastic. Adam, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Would you like your business to appear on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Well, clean late model cars that's been inspected, wonderful financing, and a great selection all make up the package here at JD by Ryder. We had an opportunity to talk to Richard Early and learn more about their grand reopening. Richard, good to have you and JD by Ryder on the show.
All right, appreciate it. Glad you guys came to check us out.
You know, one of the things I noticed when I first pulled on the lot is what nice cars, first of all, you have on the lot. Where do you think you're different than other dealers?
Well, what makes us different is we have newer cars with lower miles, better quality cars. We carry domestics and imports, and also we offer a 60,000-mile car care contract. It's the best that you'll ever find in the business.
Well, you know, one of the things I understand is that you can get a higher quality car here. And why is that, Richard?
Absolutely. Well, one of the number one reasons is we've got ASC certified technicians in the back of our building here that check and inspect all our vehicles. And again, like I said, you get the 60,000-mile car care contract with every vehicle.
And what does that cover exactly?
Well, that covers the engine, transmission, and drivetrain, major components in the vehicle. And it also, the great thing is it offers towing and rental reimbursement.
Well, you know, Richard, it sounds like then it's almost a worry-free buying experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, with the 60,000-mile car care contract, you get towing and also rental reimbursement included with that package. In addition, all of our vehicles come with a free Carfax report.
Yeah. And that's real important, too, so you know where it's been, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because over time, you never know what the history of the vehicle is, so we want to make sure that we give our customers a good peace of mind when they're purchasing a good quality vehicle with us.
Well, I see you're doing a grand reopening event. Why is that?
Well, we want to let our customers know, for those who are familiar with us, we've got new flexible financing options, we've got newer vehicles, and also, like I stated, that car care contract, 60,000 miles, the best you'll find in this area.
No question about it. Well, give us some contact information, Richard. Let's send some folks out here, get a quality car here at JD by Ryder.
Well, we've got 3 great locations. I'm here at the Hamilton Road location. We've also got a location at West Broad Street, which is one of our biggest hubs where we do most of our reconditioning on all of our vehicles. We've also got a location for Morse Road, just right down the street from the Easton Town Center. You can also go to our website at gojdbcolumbus.com.
You do a little shopping on there?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Fantastic. Richard, thanks so much for being on the show.
I appreciate it.
Well, you know, if you're like me, you grab that Q-tip, you get out of the shower, and you kind of want to clean out your ear. Is that really the proper way? Well, according to Greg Van Horsen at Absolute Hearing Solutions, that's probably one of the worst things you can do. We learn more about how you should properly clean your ears out. Now, we've all seen these commercials about clearing wax out of your ear. The first question, of course, I have is these Q-tips. Is that a safe way of cleaning the ear?
Absolutely not. You know, I do have some patients that want to do that, and I just tell them rub it real tight and real small so that you don't push the wax down, because that's probably one of the worst ways that you can clean your ears, because you're going to actually push wax down farther into your ear canal, and eventually it's going to cause a good hearing loss because it's going to block the overall canal.
So what do you do if to clean your ears? What's the right way?
Well, one of the best ways, if you want to do it yourself, is go to CVS, Walmart, and go to the pharmacy, and they have these little mini turkey baster type thing, little ball things, and you put a little cup down there with some warm water, and you just squirt it out yourself. If you do that, I have a lot of patients that do that once a week, and just do a couple squirts in each ear, because once it's clean, it'll keep your ear canal clean. It's when you wait 3, 4, 5 months and there's a bunch in there, it doesn't come out as well. So then you have to get a professional to really get an extra power in there to really have it come out. But that's the safest way. Now, if you have eardrum issues where you have a hole in your eardrum, then I would go see an ear, nose, and throat, because they can go down there with some nice tools and actually pull it right out and that type of thing.
Yeah. Is that a problem? Do you see that as a problem with people that come and see you in terms of a hearing loss?
Oh, a lot of times some people will come in and say, well, I have a hearing loss, I can't hear. We'll look in, and there's a bunch of wax. They'll end up getting it out, and then we retest them, and they're actually fine. So that can actually cause severe hearing loss. Or let's say you already have a hearing loss, it'll actually cause an additional hearing loss.
These hearing aids have gotten so small, and they're just like very tiny. You can't even, they're almost undetectable, right?
Yeah, some are invisible where you take them out, or people can't even notice that you're even there. Now, we did talk about wax earlier, and now they've done a great job of actually having wax protectors so they don't damage the hearing aid like they used to.
Tell us how we can find you.
Yeah, just look us up at www.absolutehearingsolutions.com or give us a call at the number on the screen.
Fantastic. Great information once again. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus. Whether it's landscaping or a complete outdoor living area, year-round landscaping has the knowledge and experience you need to keep your outdoor living area looking its best. Ty told us more about how to keep your landscape area low maintenance and looking great. Everybody wants a low maintenance yard. What are some of the things that our viewers can do to keep their yards low maintenance?
Well, keeping the weeds out of your garden is really important. Those weeds are going to steal nutrients and moistures from your desirable plants, and they're going to take away from your curb appeal. What you should do is regain your garden by pulling the tall weeds that are unsightly, and then when they come back, spray the baby small ones with a little bit of weed killer.
Okay, that's great information. A lot of people, got their planting done, but what if you don't have your planting done? Is it too late?
No, it's not too late, but I would say if it's not done by the 4th of July, it's best to wait till autumn. Because it's going to get really hot here soon, and it's going to be tough to have success. You can do it, but it'll just be a little bit tougher.
What are some of the things that you do here at Year-Round Landscaping to help people with their yards and maintenance?
Well, we can set you up on a program where you don't even have to worry about it. We call it Landscape Autopilot. You just tell us what you need. I'll come out, assess the situation, and schedule everything for you for an entire season, from mowing, growing, raking, and installing outdoor living areas. We can take care of all of that for you. 365 days a year, we're a one-stop landscaping shop.
That's fantastic, especially for someone like me. Tell us how we can find out more information about year-round landscaping and call you guys up.
Feel free to call me directly, 614-260-8774, or go to our website for more information at www.landscaping365.com.
Fantastic. Ty, thanks again for having us out. Great information.
Well, you know what? Utzi's Farm Market always has something new going on, and this is going to be an open-air produce market. It is going to be phenomenal. We talked to Greg Utzi, found out what the motivation was behind this, and most importantly, when it's going to open. Well, Greg, welcome back down to About Columbus. Good to have you on the show again.
Hi, Mike.
You know, the thing I like about Utzi's is there's always something new going on here, and boy, I'll tell you, this one is a little bit bigger. Let's talk about what you're doing out here.
Yeah, this is going to be an open-air produce market. We're kind of getting back to our roots. We started out in a building similar to this about 35 years ago. In the morning, we will open up the doors, be filled with our fresh produce from here and from other growers that we know. We hope to be ready by the first day our sweet corn's picking.
What was the motivation to building an outdoor market? I mean, was it just because it goes back to your roots, or was there other motivation in that?
That's mainly what it is, but it is kind of the climate that we live in too. People want to know where their food's coming from. They want to buy it fresh. They want to buy it local. And of course, they can come out here, they can see where it's growing, and if they have questions or something, they can talk to me and we'll answer any questions they've got.
Yeah. Now, you're still doing the hydroponics, right? So you'll be able to supply lettuce and those kinds of things year-round, correct?
Right. That's something we're really expanding on. We hope to, when this building is open, to have a little example of how our lettuce grows. We'll have a little table set up, and people can actually see this lettuce and how we grow it and we harvest it and stuff. It'll be right there for them.
Yeah. Of course, we're looking at some framing now. When do you expect to have this completed, stocked, and open and going?
We are looking at the middle of July right now. We are kind of pretty much on schedule. It's always weather related, but I think things are going to work out.
Yeah, I do too. Well, it's just another great addition to Utzi's Farm Market. Give us some hours, some times when people can come out and see the new open air produce market.
Right, we're open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. We're south of Plain City off of Route 42 on Commerce Huff Road. Check us out on Facebook. You can see what's going on daily.
Yeah, fantastic. Greg, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Mike.